Why size doesn't matter. Small fighters beating big fighters. In the world of fighting, there are short opponents, tall opponents, big and small opponents. When you see the smaller guys, you automatically assume that they don't stand a chance, right? Well, don't be too sure about that. Looks can be very deceiving. With a little experience, the smaller opponent can use their height disadvantage to actually take the upper hand in any fight. There really are some benefits to being smaller, and as the saying goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. In this video, we're going to take a look at a few clips that we think teach the bigger guys a few lessons. Before we get into our list, remember to give us a thumbs up and a quick click on our subscribe button to get more videos like this one and support Brutal TV. Thanks! But for now, let's look at some of the not-so-big fighters. In our first clip, we go back to 2004 at the IBA light heavyweight belt in Biloxi, Mississippi, between Wolfe and the unbeaten Vonda Ward. Wolfe, at 5 feet 9 inches, had her work cut out for her against the 6 foot 6 inch former NCAA basketball player. The action was nationally televised, and fans watching the fight really did witness a highlight reel knockout to remember. Wolfe came out stalking her rival, slipping what came her way and looking for an opening. When a gaping defensive hole opened up, Wolfe struck hard. A monster of an overhand right collided flush with Ward's exposed jaw, and down she went. Ward falling flat on her back, the back of her head violently slamming onto the canvas as she touched down. It was over after just 2 minutes in the opening round. What a sensational knockout. In our next clip, we go to the world of sumo wrestling, where Enjo Akira, the smallest Makuuchi sumo wrestler at 5 feet 6 inches tall, takes on Hakuho Sho, standing at 6 feet 3 inches. The size difference is so great that the start of the match almost looks like it's a contest between a full-grown man and a child because of how Hakuho is able to keep Enjo at arm's length by pressing his palm to the smaller wrestler's head. After about 15 seconds of slapping Hakuho's outstretched hand away to the side, Enjo changes tactics. With both hands, he yanks Hakuho's wrist downwards, upsetting his balance and bringing him forward a step. That's all Enjo needs to get inside Hakuho's guard. From there, he gets a grip on his opponent's loincloth and shin before flipping him with an underarm throw to the surface of the ring. This match was all about speed and agility. Size really didn't matter. Victory to the little man. Now we go to the Xiaomi Road FC 033 in 2016, and the tournament final is a historic match between behemoths of the sport competing for the first Road FC Openweight Championship. Choi Hong Man and Mighty Mo met for the third time in their respective careers in a tiebreaker bout. The first minute was a tension-building feeling out between the longtime rivals. Mo cornered Choi to the cage and delivered punch after punch to Choi's right ribs. Choi got off the cage and clinched, delivering one of his breathtaking knees. Choi smiled and weathered some incredible pain from Mo, but Mo's punches eventually found their mark. A right to the temple sat Choi on the ground with just a minute left in the first round. Mighty Mo went on to be crowned the first Road FC Openweight champion. Now for a spectacular freak show fight between 7 foot 2 inch Paulo Cesar da Silva and 5 foot 9 inch Slayer Ikawisa Minoa. Minoa is of course widely known as the fighter who would take on anyone, no matter the size. Despite the height and weight difference, he showed just how easy it was to take the giant down and put him on his back. With a slow start, the two circle each other before Minoa goes for his opponent's leg, taking him down. After a bit of grappling on the canvas, Minoa advances to side control. Silva does his best to keep Minoa at a distance with his legs, but sustains a punch to the face and elbow strikes to the body. Although Silva is trying his best to maneuver his way out, he can't avoid more knee strikes to his body and then to his head from Minoa. Then, after landing a solid knee to Silva's head, the big man decides enough is enough and the ref ends the fight. Thai Muay fighter Saenchai is considered by many to be the best pound-for-pound Muay Thai fighter and is well known for taking on opponents much bigger than himself. In this clip, it shows that speed has the upper hand against height. After taking his opponent down several times, Saenchai finishes off the fight with a sensational onslaught of punches to the head, which sends his opponent cowering in the corner before getting to his feet completely dazed. Another victory for the little man. On December 4th, Muay Thai legend Ko Klai was the youngest and the lightest fighter ever to compete in the 12th annual K1 World GP Championships, held in Tokyo Dome, Japan. Weighing in at 172 pounds, he faced giant mighty Mo Salah, weighing 280 pounds. This was a classic David versus Goliath fight, and the result was an instant sensation. Ko Klai started the fight cautiously circling the American, tossing in hard low kicks. But despite the 180-pound weight advantage and winning momentum behind Mo, the much smaller Ko Klai was still able to send him to the canvas with a jumping right roundhouse kick to the head as he moved into attack. This knockout win over Mo earned him the nickname Giant Killer. Bob Sapp, the Beast, is a mixed martial arts veteran. Having put on a lengthy career within the sport, he has a professional record of 11-20. But when put against fresh-faced and a little bit rounder heavyweight supernova Aragel, he was in for a surprise. Taking place at Xiaomi Road FC in July 2016. The fight started off with a little shuffle, maybe even a dance from Aragel. Sapp, meanwhile, had his gloves up ready for a steady entrance, but that was never going to happen. Before he had time to blink, Aragel was off with punch after punch, leaving Sapp with the only option of trying to protect himself. Sapp tried, but just couldn't keep his balance. Next thing you know, he's down on the canvas. Aragel continued to rain down the punches to Sapp's head until, after 35 seconds, the fight was stopped. That sure was a fast win for the little guy. So that's it for our video clips. Which was your favorite? Please let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Brutal TV for more top fighting videos just like this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.